Hey guys, I'm sitting in the parking lot. I just dropped my son off at his camp, and this has been on my mind and I've wanted to just share it, so now is the time. So the past couple of weeks, I don't know for you, but for me have been pretty difficult. Just for whatever reasons, just have experienced some setbacks, and have been feeling extra insecure, extra sensitive to things. There's been some transitions, and so it's been tough. You know, I've done a lot of personal growth and development in my life. I am a life coach, so it's kind of my world. And so I'm resilient, but at the same time, I'm not immune to feeling the setbacks and the disappointments, and it shakes me when it happens. The good news is that I have the tools and the strategies to bounce back quickly, but I am still human and I still feel. And so what I naturally do in that state, first, I just want to retreat. I want to emotionally eat. I want to binge watch, completely shut myself off, and that's what I did. And it doesn't serve me for very long, but, you know, I believe in feeling the feelings and really being in it, and then do the work to get myself out of it pretty quickly. And that's what I do, but I do have to feel those emotions. And so after I get to that point where I'm like, okay, I'm done being the victim, because I never like how that feels for too long. Then I put on my big girl pants and I step into the world of personal growth and development. And that means for me, it's listening to podcasts of, you know, I'm obviously a big fan of Oprah, so I've been listening to her Super Soul podcasts, and just to get those reminders of the bigger lessons that, you know, maybe we've all heard, but you know, a lot of the times they're going to apply more in different stages of your life, even these concepts that you've heard. Or I'll read things, or I'll just listen to music, or surround myself, or I use my essential oils heavily, my emotional oils, to just really help support me through those negative feelings and those feelings of sadness or anxiety or victimhood or discouraged or whatever it is that I'm feeling, on all of the above. And so recently I was listening to one of the Oprah Soul series, and I was listening to an interview she was doing with Arianna Huffington. And she was, I mean, obviously she's amazing, but again, she's somebody who we all look at as, you know, she did the Huffington Post and she's so established, but she actually had one of those breakdown moments, as we all do if we're being honest. And she described how she was so overly exhausted and overworked, and she passed out and broke her cheekbone and a whole bunch of things. And anyway, it was a great interview, and always uplifting for me to hear that even those people that we see as super successful or we look up to, everybody is human, and everybody feels the heaviness at times, and the struggle and the obstacles. And if we're just being honest, that's okay. That's what makes us all human. Anyway, so I was listening to that, and she said a quote that when Oprah asked her what was one of her favorite quotes, she said this quote, and I literally was driving and almost had to pull off the road, because I was like, oh my God, I got to write that down. This rocked my world. And I posted it on my Facebook page a couple days ago. So if you're driving, or, you know, whenever you're listening to this and you can't quite catch it, it's there. But it's by Rumi, and he said, live your life, or live life like everything is rigged in your favor. Whoa. Now, I am a huge believer in law of attraction and the universe and angels and all that stuff. I believe that this universe ultimately is for our good, and I believe in everything is there for my highest good. And that's what I remind myself of on a daily basis, right? And everything that is happening to us is actually happening for us. And I believe that. But when I'm in the struggle, when I'm in it, it's hard to always remember that. And so what I love about this quote, and honestly, like, I'm not into tattoos, but I'm considering it, but not really. I love this quote so much because it is such a great reminder for me, and hopefully for you, that every struggle, every obstacle, every setback, every argument, every bad relationship, every health concern, everything is rigged in your favor. And if you can adopt that mentality and look at something that seems really crappy and seems really difficult and feel it, like absolutely feel the shittiness of it, but then be able to step away and almost hover over it and say, okay, how is this here for me? What is this here to teach me? How am I supposed to grow from this? Because I truly believe that there is always opportunity to grow. There is always a reason for something to make you bigger and better in 2.0 of where you are right now, if you can take that perspective. And that is the perspective that I've always chosen to take, even if not in the moment, shortly after. Because that, to me, is the only way to live. It's the only way to be. Now, there are obviously going to be people who adopt the victim mentality and stay there, and that is their journey to be on. I can't surround myself around that, and I can't be around that. I'm far too sensitive to my own emotions and to other people around me. So I hope that this inspires you. I hope that you can take this quote and make it your own and make it your mantra, or maybe it doesn't move you, and that's okay too. But this one, like, truly is the one that I am adopting every single day, that live your life as if everything is rigged in your favor. Everything. Good, bad, ugly. And then I promise you, if you can adopt that, then everything, your life is just going to be so much more empowering and within your control. Because I do believe that we can create the life that we love. We can create the circumstances. Now, it doesn't mean it's always on our timeline. It doesn't mean it always turns out the way that we want. But if you can adopt that everything is rigged in your favor, then more often than not, it's going to be bigger and better than what you could have ever imagined for yourself. So I hope that helps today. I hope that inspires you today. Please feel free to share this with anybody who needs it. We are all in this together, and if what I can do through my coaching or my essential oils, and that's another thing. My goodness, have I slathered myself with essential oils these past for the past 2 years. But truly, when I am struggling emotionally, yes, I reach for the ice cream, and yes, I reach for the sugar and all that other crap that I know is not good for me. But ultimately, I am trying to make healthier choices, and that to me is the essential oils. And today, for example, when I was feeling discouraged, I looked up on my app that I have. I have many resources for essential oils, but I have an app on my phone for emotions and essential oils. And I looked up discouraged or whatever I was feeling, and I put on Douglas fir because that's what it called for. So I've got Douglas fir on my chest. I got it behind my neck, and I feel the shift. I feel better. So hope that serves you today. Hope that you can share it. You can take it. You can do whatever the heck you want with it. But I just hope that you know that everything that you are going through, good, bad, or ugly, is for you, is for your highest good. Everything is rigged in your favor. And that's it. I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. Bye for now.